This is Dr. David D. Schein, and welcome to a special Saving America episode where we award an F grade to a deserving politician, so-called celebrity, and some other waste of space who deserves this special recognition. And today we have our friends, the morons running the U.S. Postal Service, who are sticking their eye in the consumer and small businesses yet again as they propose a 3-cent increase to 66 cents for first-class stamp. Now, folks, you may say, hey, Dave, 3 cents is not that much, but listen to this. Since 2019, they have increased the price of a first-class stamp by 32%, and they're blaming inflation, but in the same time period, inflation has only been 20%. So they've also increased delivery times during that same time period. So let's get this straight. Our pals in the Fed print money like there's no tomorrow, causing inflation. Now that they've penalized us, and I estimate that the average middle-class American has lost 1 month's pay in each of the last 2 years, 2021 and 2022. So let's go ahead and stick it to them again, blaming inflation, and raise the price of stamps. Gee, isn't this a wonderful gift from your friends in the federal government? Now, there is a way to fix this. This is the Dr. Dave solution. Number one, cut mail delivery from 4 to 6 days a week. Most of this stuff is not important anymore. Virtually any of us with an ounce of intelligence has moved all credit cards, other important information off the mail and to email and online services. And we've done it for years. 2, dramatically increase bulk rate mail. Everyone I know is dumping 90% of their mail directly into a trash bin or recycling bin. This would help the Democrat objective of helping the environment because we wouldn't be printing so much in the first place of stuff that nobody ever opens or reads. Folks, it's time to get down to real practical solutions. Bulk rate basically needs to go away in large measure, and that bulk rate that continues needs to come less frequently and have some value to the consumer. So they ought to be willing to pay the little helpers at the Postal Service, since you know what, folks? Cost them the same to walk that piece of mail up to your front steps that it does for a first-class envelope. So let's bail out the taxpayers for a change. Number 3, normalize postal compensation and benefits to the average U.S. taxpayer. Folks, the vast majority of federal employees, in addition to a savings plan, get a defined benefit pension. This is guaranteed money from the government every month after they retire at a normal retirement age, unlike the rest of us, until they die. This is an unfunded liability in most cases. Yes, it's not part of the $32 trillion federal deficit that we keep hearing about. And it needs to be cut and needs to be cut now. And it would make it more fair and help bail out the Postal Service. 90% of the taxpayers, the people buying these postage stamps, do not have a defined benefit pension plan. Many have a savings plan, but not a pension plan. Why should the workers get better benefits than the taxpayers who are paying their salary and benefits? Number 4, implement a work or get fired program. Get rid of the dead wood. This is how private sector employment works. Generally speaking, Postal Service, like many parts of the federal operation have lifetime employment, and a lot of them need to be on the street and not walking up the street on your paycheck and your dime. Number 5, the Postal Service proudly announced that they're in the process of converting to electric vehicles. Here's the problem, folks. Electric vehicles cost more money. That's right, they cost more money. Since the Postal Service is broke, why should they be wasting taxpayer money on the more expensive electric vehicles? And get this, the elements for the batteries that are required for these come from China. Last I heard, China is not our friend. And the federal government certainly ought to be leading the way to not buying stuff from China. Folks, this 5-point plan from Dr. Dave is easy to implement, will make a big difference in America, and it'll certainly make my life easier because I'd like to have a lot less crap in my mailbox. This is Dr. Dave awarding a well-deserved F grade to the administration of the U.S. Postal Service. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe on your favorite platform.